spot, manning the
I'm gonna
middle.
finish this one.
Randolph kicks to Price, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, there have been a lot of great players out of Georgetown over the years, most of them big men, but don't forget about Allen Iverson. He might just be the most popular former Hoya of all time.
Here's Harrell. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Harrell's got his second bucket tonight.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Price. He kicks to Randolph. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Louisville. Outside Jennings. In the corner, Sanders with it. Kicks it out to Jennings. The feed to White. Louisville passing it around. Jennings against Randolph. Jennings passes to White. Fires from deep. No good. So Georgetown will take it the other way. Here's Trice. Trice with the ball. Now defended by Sanders. Trice dishes to Hudson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Jennings with the bucket.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
You got to find something. You're right.
Yeah, clearly he had this.
Cardinals leading by 4 on the court right now for the Cardinals. Jennings in at point guard. Payton is out there with White. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the 5 down low. Jennings has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Warren. It's rebounded by Payton.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Warren kicks to Harkless. And it's blocked. Randolph against Payton. Here's Jennings, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And the Hoyas making a change here. Trice is checked in, and the Cardinals making a change here as well. Harrell, he's checked in for Payton.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Trice passes to Hudson. And stolen by White. Here's Mack, knocked loose. Outside Jennings. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Jennings has got 9.
And guys, over the years, Louisville has had a reputation of being a high-flying offense. You know they'll play at a high tempo and create a lot of chances. It's just what has worked for the program for so long.
Price, he's checked in for Louisville. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
And guys, I think we may see some strategies being adjusted here as we get into the second half. Still plenty of time to cut into this lead.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Freak has done a good job of getting his team in this position, and they got themselves a bit of breathing room in the first half, and all they have to do the rest of the way is manage the lead.
Taking a look at the Hoyas, they've got Trice. Hudson is up there with Warren. Then there's Price, and it's Randolph in at the 2-guard spot.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment.
Fires for three. The Hoyas with another miss.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
The drive by Jennings. An amazing finish with a hand. Right in his face. Jennings has got the lead up to 11 now for the Cardinals. Now the Hoyas with it. Now here's Trice. At the elbow, Randolph. Off the screen. Out of bounds. Louisville takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And the Cardinals making a change here. Outside Jennings. Over to the wing. Thomas dishes to Jennings. Back to Thomas. He feeds it to Jennings. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Harkless is checked in for the Hoyas. And the Cardinals making a change here as well. Rozier's checked in. Rejected by Jennings. An even 3-on-3 break. Hughes kicks to Jennings. Pass to Mack. Louisville passing it around. Puts up the baby hook. Jennings with the bucket. Jennings has got 16.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Hudson with a screen on Jennings. Gonzalez against Jennings. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Nelson. Softly drops in the floater.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Making a change here. Here's Jennings. He's got 16. Dishes it to Payton. To the wing on the left. Price kicks to Jennings. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
On the court right now for the Cardinals. Jennings in at shooting guard. Payton is out there with her. Then there's Price, and it's Hughes in at the small forward. Jennings passes to Payton. It's back to Jennings. There's a good screen. And again, it's Louisville from deep.
This is why everybody thinks Freak is the real deal. I mean, it's not that he takes over games like he has in the second half. It's that he does it to lead his team to wins. That's the big thing.
No doubt he's a winner through and through. A lot of success at the college level is talent. But what separates the good from the great is that competitive spirit, and Freak has that in spades.
Nelson, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Cardinals leading by 17. Jennings drives in. There's the dish to Early. It's back to Jennings. .141 left to play here in the second half. Early kicks to Price. And there's the pass to Early. Just 5 on the clock. Jennings can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Cardinals.
Clark, their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
Yeah, Kevin, they had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Jennings. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Catching up on the changes for Georgetown. Joseph, he's checked in for Nelson. And it's Gonzalez in for Harkless. Here's Joseph. The shot is off. Great D that time from Jennings. To the left wing. From downtown. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Feeds it to Felix. Back to Wilson. They set the screen. Pass to Gonzalez. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the second half. Jennings with the rebound. And here's Louisville. They're on a 19-4 run right now. There's the 3. Shot no good. Gonzalez into the lane. Sweet little floater.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
11 seconds left here in the second half. And here's Jennings. Lets it go with the 3. Off the mark. So we see the Cardinals get the win here to come into an...
I'm gonna play another game.
Thanks for joining us, and hello, college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Texas Longhorns facing the Louisville Cardinals.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
On the court for the Longhorns, they've got Edwards, also Ellis out there. Doherty out there with Turner, and it's Ford in at the power forward position.
Good make to get things underway.
Yeah, and always a relief, I think, to get those first points out of the way and actually get that first sweat and that first bit of contact in the game, because that just settles you down a little bit. You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
White, good.
Oh, how pretty was that? Used the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
Jennings against Edwards. The feed to Ford. He trains the turnaround jump shot. Ford's got his first points of the night.
Oh, the turnaround jumper. That was just beautiful.
Here's Mack, and he goes in for the dunk.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
Up top, Edwards. He's guarded by Jennings.
Elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that one and get a little too fancy.
There's the pick. Kicks it to Matt. Right a screen. From the arc. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And here's Texas. They trail by 3. To the inside. 4. Can't hit. And it's Louisville the other way. 0-1 near Jennings as he lets it fly. Misses the 3. Jennings is gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Now the dish to Doherty. Here's Edwards. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation?
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Price. Jennings in a shooting guard. Thomas is out there with White. Then there's Price, and it's Mack in at the center, locking down the middle. The drive by Jennings. It's rebounded by Blair.
You know, Freak just hasn't been able to perform how we're accustomed to seeing him up until this point. I mean, he just hasn't been able to string anything together.
There are a lot of things that might be affecting him. You know, with his reputation, defenses will pay special attention to him, and that might be throwing him off a little bit here in this game.
And for Texas, Hudson is out there with Doherty. Then it's Turner, and it's Thornton in at the 2 spot.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got it.
Teams deciding to change it up. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run to close the gap can hurt.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. This play in the second half of this game, critical.
Jennings in at point guard. White is out there with Harrell. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the 5. And for Texas, they've got Doherty. Edwards is out there with Ellis. Then it's Turner. And it's Ford in at the 4. Doherty the pass to Ellis. Here's Edwards. From downtown, that one's good, and the Cardinal lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Ellis.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
Here's Harrell. Drills the baseline jumper. Harrell's got 8 points. Texas trails by 8. Edwards with it. They set the pick. He kicks to Turner. The pass to Ellis. Passes it to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. No luck. Great D that time from Jennings.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead. I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why.
Texas trails by 4. And Blair kicks to Richmond. There's a screen. He dishes it to Rush. Blair, the pass to Rush. There's the triple. The shot, no good. And here are the Cardinals. Their biggest lead of the game was now Jennings in a 2-guard. Thomas is out there with Payton, and it's Hughes in at the 3 spot. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Louisville.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Blair can't hit. Cardinals leading by 6. Outside Jennings. From the baseline. And he drops that one in.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
And so it's Texas with it. And here's Blair. Pass to Richmond. Davis sets a screen. Richmond kicks to Davis. Here's Blair. That's good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Jennings against Blair. Jennings passes to Rozier. Shot from 16. And yes, sir, that one drops. And Louisville leads by 8.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
Here is Edwards. Feeds it to Hudson. 1:39 left in the second half of basketball. Can't get it to fall.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Mack dishes to Jennings, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better, he's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
And the Longhorns making a change here. Ford's checked in. Ellis kicks to Edwards. Dishes to Ford. Here's Ellis. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And Mack kicks to Jennings. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And I hate to be critical, but it's as if there has been zero effort given on the defensive end.
Well, you know you like to be critical at times, Greg. You love a healthy debate and being a contrarian, but you're right. I mean, this has been more a product of bad defense or no defense as opposed to great offense.
There's 39 seconds left here in the second half of the game. And now we've got the intentional foul.
They've struggled against him in this one. Just no answer for Jennings. He has 11 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor. And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as a skill set.
At the line for two.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. We've got 22 seconds left in the second half. And Thornton kicks to Davis. It's taken away by Payton. Outside Jennings. Launches a three. So we see the Cardinals get the win here. And this is where it's at, folks. The college tournament ends here tonight. For one team, the joy of a lifetime will be achieved. And there's no doubt going to be some incredible action all along the way. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers facing the Louisville Cardinals.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. They've got Hill. He's out there with Hawkins. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the 4. Hawkins kicks to Decker. No good from outside. Well, Wisconsin has had a bit of a renaissance in their program of late, Clark. Last decade and a half have seen them put up some great seasons.
And you know, Kevin, the Badgers weren't really a major powerhouse in hoops until the turn of the century. But now, they're one of the most consistent teams in the country.
And they are on the board first.
Trying to set the tone here early. I like that. And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Here's Hawkins. Rejected by Jennings. Here's Mack. Left side, Jennings. And he dunks it down.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And the Badgers with possession here. After the basket by Louisville, they set the screen. Hill passes to Hawkins. Hawkins can't get that one to fall.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
For the Cardinals, Harrell, he's checked in for Thomas. Sanders comes in for Russell, and Freak subbed in for Rozier.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Jennings, he's in at point guard. Payton is out there with Harrell. Then there's Sanders. And it's Hughes in at the small forward. Louisville trails by 8. And for the Badgers, they've got Decker. Hawkins is out there with Hawkins. And it's Evans in at the 4 slot.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And for Louisville, Jennings, he's in at the point. Harrell is out there with Payton. Then there's Sanders. And it's Hughes in at the 3 spot. No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
There's 10 seconds left here in the first half of the game. That's good. Hawkins has got 7 points in the game.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And so it's a close game. And welcome back. We're just going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
It's not even relevant to me.
In a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle.
Hawkins, he's not even good at all.
In this one.
And Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
And Wisconsin, looking at who they've got. We've got Kaminsky. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans, and it's the power forward.
Well, that was like a warm-up shot there, a warm-up jumper. No problem converting that one.
Okay, you got Hill.
To the middle. And the basket by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 7 points.
Nice move.
Go to the paint, go to the paint, go to the paint.
Gave him a second
It's my corner.
And his team go for the title here. He is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Now here's Kaminsky following the miss by Freak. There's the pick. It's Evans on the wing. Shot clock at 5. No good on the triple. Louisville trails by 4. Jennings drives in. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 13.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
A platoon swap here for Louisville.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak.
Make it.
Away here with the tie.
Let's go.
And what a time to tie this game up, guys.
Strap those belts on, fellas. This is going to be one heck of a finish. I can just feel it reverberate.
He's right. He's right. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to let my belt out just a little bit to get ready for this ride.
Well, you wouldn't need so much in the press room before the games. Maybe be comfortable like we are. Jennings, he's in a shooting guard. Thomas is out there with Earl. Then there's Price, and it's Hughes in at the small forward. Outside Jennings from deep. Good D by Peyton.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Walker's shot is off.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports. So it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate pro. Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing it.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Hawkins kicks to Walker.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. .109 left to play here in the second half. Hill kicks to Evans. Here's Decker. Baseline jumper. Matt grabs the miss. It's tipped. In transition, here come the Badgers. Hill leading the charge. 3 on 3. There's Jennings with the 3. It's in. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
40 seconds left here in the second half of the game. They set the pick. Evans passes to Hawkins. Evans trying to get open. It falls.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
And it's still within reach.
But they have to be really close to perfect from here on out. I mean, they have to get their offense right on target, right on point immediately.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Hawkins against Jennings. Now Hawkins kicks to Evans. To the middle. Here's Kaminsky. Yes!
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Jennings for 3. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's Wisconsin picking up the win.
I still won. We didn't win, but like, I was battling, trying my hardest.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the 8th pick in the NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson. With the 9th pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Dylan Jennings from the University of Louisville.
We met working at the post office. Mark was the clerk and I was carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibrations. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady.
Go take a shower. Wait, no, I'm not about to go take a shower. What did I just say that for?
wasabi, the horses are big. The 10-gallon tracks, the hood cowboys with the 10-gallon raps, racking ACG boots and baseball caps. I agree, this ain't a simulation of the doo-doo. This is the shot said to get used to. Gangstar foundation to treat, we brainstorm, shine. I just waited our chance to blast off. Year rounds in possession of Black Poet, Nick Khalil, the NYGs. I'm making diamonds out of pressure, my pipes are intact. Don't believe me, action, pointing back to the track. These recordings be important and responsible for drama like Sarah Palin, Joe Biden, McCain, and Obama.
Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, two ghetto politicians. 3 for all my niggas locked down in the system. Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, two ghetto politicians. 3 for all my niggas locked down in the system. NYG. They said New York fell off, we're bringing New York back. I'm like, where we went? What part of the game is that? We've been here the whole time, anxiously waiting. And the streets paper chase, supreme testing our patience. Now stop the presses, listen up, this is not a lecture. More like a message with a flow that's as hot as peppers. Pop the only way you can stop this villain. I'm sick with it, with amoxicillin. I've been the illest, this ill kid, Operation Rad. Though I never contemplated that. Then that's a wrap, turn your pages to 03. Chapter NYG's, Panthers my code D. No iron team, homie, picture me solo. See what happened to Tony when he did the Manolo. Here go that New York Giant, back on it again. Seen with Wolverines and he wasn't from Michigan. Y'all listening, y'all can hear a lyrical street. Narcotics, raw dens. Raps don't work, find us in Tennessee. Looking for bucks, see if they still NYG.
Bring a bill to those that bill.
Practice freedom of speech and refuse to hold back. What you say?
NYG. Bring a bill to those that bill.
Practice freedom of speech and refuse to hold back. What you say?
NYG.
You're always gonna have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do. You know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, you know. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know, every level you reach, you're gonna come against obstacles. And you have to combat those obstacles in order to move forward. It's almost like you're playing a video game. You know what I mean? And prize is your sanity.
More levels, more devils. Diesel, airing out the stage like a Neville. Brother, leave you. Dot on your face for no good reason at all. We in a bad place. Ha, ha. Hip hop is separated by the nice and the nice not. Underground and I'm ice hot. What rap my age still keep the mic hot. Ha, ha. Couple hip hop butter beans. Big sluggers move with me, it's a gutter team. I love women who love, who know the boom from the back. OG still could fill a room when he rap. Mike Lesson in a recession is food giving back to occupy labels that move, they didn't wax now. Here come Bumpy on a primo track to represent hip hop from where we go back. Crap, come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it, cause you know what we got to do. Come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it.
Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe. No way.
I let the beat keep breathing while I spit life to you heathens. You in the wrong place, to be real. Reasons. I usually don't spit corny styles like that cause I'm too seasoned. How you sending links trying to get on you stink? MCs don't give a what you think. Rapping if it's beef, I hit a brinks and put that kind of paper on your head to make a lot of blink. Now think, wouldn't you rather keep it music than to lose it all cause of music? I'm sure it's not how Bambaataa wanted us to use it. Now move it before I lose it. And I'm in it for the long haul. Bars, like lifers in a long haul. Bar, my life rocking mics, I raised the bar. Phased them, dazed them, and blazed them all. Scar, come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go to her. Come on with it, cause you know what we got to do. Come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go to her. Word up, come on with it. Crazy, once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere. Real cinema, the feature's a top feature. Whose favorite MC is the Bronx teacher? Flows long around hooks so the words reach you. Joe Jackson on you, mic up, beat you. Now beat it before I pull his Tito. In your ego, it's front page news, read it. My style is the barker over beats like Travis, I bark 'em. Spark 'em, overwritten flows like overflowing toilet bowls. The game is a mess. Beef ain't really over with. The only way for me to get over it is to aim at your chest. I rock with a DJ who sets the tone, plugs in 212s and a microphone, and I don't stop rocking the beats and keep rocking. As long as the streets hear heat, they keep copping. Popping, come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go to her. Come on with it, cause you know what we got to do. Come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go to. Come on with it. Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere. Word up. Salute to hip hop, MCs and DJs. Culture strong as ever. Bumpy Knuckles, DJ Premier. Salute, salute.
Let's take them back.
Yeah, 94. As the preacher takes the pulpit, fix your coat, prepare for 40 below spit. 7 days of heaven's ways and hang-ups. Chris and Ryan again, and we wishing anybody who isn't wishing us well bankrupt. A L and whatever else ain't up. As far as me, I'm still caught up in all it. Still calling my expendables, cause it's hard to believe I can fit all of them boys in one. And the streets start trembling. It's way too many it seems. Too many witnesses. Up and down with their visions of what a street is. I call it the seesaw syndrome. Syndrome, maybe you make a mistake, you lose. And this is for the real hip-hop. So would never, ever, ever ask me, am I here to replace Guru?
Word? That's how you feel up on this track? Little try on that.
What you trying to rap now?
Yeah, yo Royce. We just lamping in the studio, you know, doing our thing.
Okay.
Bugging out, you know.
Right.
Little test run. So,
I need you to speak with your hands. On the count of 3. Everybody now, 1, 2, 3, go!
Talk to him. Who stepped up in this rap game and saying acting fool?
Me and Preem, both names go together. Lot of frontin' like they ill.
word. I think it's time to move on to the next one.
I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live. How we live. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. 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 Say they don't love us, they just love it how we live. 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 They don't love us, they just love it how we live.
You was never around, had to hold it down. We the youngest, we was thugging, you was never
had to struggle trying to find some dinner. They don't really love me, they not really for me. When I die, is you gon' show up to the ceremony? I just bought a Bentley, just to bet you Christian Louboutin to make a switch religion. I'm not stupid, baby, but the mansion is. Me and Benji are related like we're relatives. I'm a brought the millions in. Go and get it, I'm the shit and don't need no laxative. I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. See, they don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live it, how we live it. They don't love us, they just love it how we live.
They say in due time, but my watch broke. I know. It's a cold world, but we got coats. We grinding to make it. Yes. We shining, they hate. Yes. We bored or we fall. Every diamond's a flake. I'm signed to the pavement. I'm crossing them over. I'm backing them down. Standing tall like a soldier. These players can't hold us. It's the winner's race. Eating with Ken and Ace at a table, no dinner plates. We the best, get it straight. What's the problem, baby? Raised out of Harlem, baby. What's driving my mama crazy? Crazy. They ain't trying to give it, so I gotta go get it. Harder than ever.
I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. See, they don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live it, how we live it. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. Have faith a minute, put your trust in nobody. Yeah. I said have faith a minute, but put your trust in nobody. Have faith a minute, put your faith in nobody. I done been around, halfway around the globe, probably still ain't met nobody that seem picture perfect. We all buy lies, depends on the purchase. You can't walk a mile in my shoes, cause I'm steady running like water can't break. Let's just buy a pregnant woman. So I had to earn life, road to the riches, wouldn't change it for the turnpike. I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. See, they don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live it, how we live it. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live.
Well, it might be over yet.
How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live. How we live it, how we live it. They don't love us, they just love us how we live. How we live.
DJ Khaled, Convict Music, we the best. We taking over. Listen.
Spread out with South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on to North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami, where it's warm in the winter, on up to Minnesota, where it's storm in the winter. Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, 10, holla at me. B&H Town, Southside, Cloverland, Daddy, I'm the man out in Dallas. Better ass Cali, Catman, Cali with my eyes open valley. Blowing that spin it, going down Vinny. Drop 6, 4, 3, wheel hit switch it. Red light stop, make it drop on the with it. Anything you hear that I said, I meant it. Can't got the crown, then spread out with it. Say you need I said I
If you want to, we can supply you. Got a
It's what I does. I get money every day I does that. It's how I ride, black flag on the left too. To ride, you better move. Yeah, get shit like shine, that's on my neck. I'm big like Diddy, I'm with it. Cali, we did it, Biggie in my city. Please no fit it, hit them too. The brother get stupid, money that come, run it like water. Money so hot, Miami on fire, you better be. Might get on the porch of your fortress. Yeah, they see it, but no one reports it. I run in, strip routes, follow. You can see me in that Porsche GT, coming down Sunset, sitting on D's, feeling like Pac, all eyes on me. Fresh bandana and them man trees. Please, I spit every verse. Some say Cali, some say Khalid. 12 years down and I'm finally free. If you want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't shoot unless you try to. So we got him done. The family, I'ma give him some. Spent that corner. He didn't run. Sunday had a whole church singing a song. Why they had to send my baby home? With some that paper long. Been a G in the game, now my son on the throne.
I am the beast. Feed me rappers and feed me beats. I'm untamed, I need a leash. I'm insane, I need a shrink. I love I need a leech. Why complain on easy streets? I don't even talk and let the visa speak. And I like my Sprite Easter pink. And my wrist special part, but the mule is cooler. I have more juice than your jeweler. Touching, I will your medulla. That's a it is not a tumor. Red light, stop your rumors. I stay on track like a box of Pumas. I just rock with you.
Bye.